Good morning. I am standing by this cool knight's armor, and some of you going, what is he doing? And if you probably can see, we've got decorations everywhere. The Knights of the North Castle, and it will be starting 28 June through 2 July right here at Bethany. Is Vacation Bible School time. And you can see, if you were to walk through the entire church campus or complex, there are incredible decorations and stuff that's everywhere that's going on as we prepare for all these young knights that are going to be here. I'm saying this with excitement because there's been so much preparation, so many people volunteering in so many different ways, from cutting out stuff and making things like these little shields or decorations, or just lots and lots and lots of different things, are preparing to bring in, you see the chandeliers there, preparing to bring in snacks, as well as the teachers and everybody that's involved. And the reason this is so important to all of us is because we're thinking about is sharing Jesus with young lives. And you never, never, ever know what seeds can be planted or what seeds can be watered in these lives for the future. I've shared we've all as pastors, we've shared with our congregations, if you can help in any way, please. And you can still help, whether it's bringing snacks or helping with being a runner or doing any little things. You can help anytime next week. But probably one of the most important things you can do is pray. Pray that God will give these teachers and helpers, give them wisdom and strength, but also for all these children's hearts that will be here. And you never know, the little acts of kindness go such a long, long way. The little acts of grace and mercy go such a long way. You know, we see in Scripture that God uses the little things, or those that are seemingly insignificant, like David over Goliath, or Gideon and his 300 soldiers over the thousands of Midianites. Or as Jesus talks about, he cares about that one sheep over those 99. So I would just say that we're just so thankful for all those that have done so many little things to make this happen in this incredible ministry next week of Vacation Bible School. And I pray that you would be a prayer warrior with us coming up, as we hope and the impact of the Knights on the North Castle and what it will be. You never know the little things. In closing, I want to share with you a little story I read in this book. It's called Messy Christianity by a guy named Michael Yaconelli. I know that's a mouthful there. And he tells a story about from World War II. And this is towards the end of the war, and this British bombers had gone into Germany and were bombing. And usually they have escorts by fighters. A lot of the fighter squadrons were called the Knights. Anyway, but as they come back, the fighters can just go so far. And as they were coming back, this bomber had completed its mission and was coming back to land back in a base back in Great Britain. But they had no escorts. And they saw as they're crossing the channel, they saw some German fighters coming after them, fighter aircraft, and they could see the tracers of the bullets coming, and then they could hear them firing, and then they heard thump, 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 5 shells going into the fuselage where they stored the gas, the fuel, but nothing happened. When they got back, they landed and they were debriefing their mission. The maintenance people were taking care of the aircraft, and the maintenance guys found these bullets in the fuel cell. They were small bullets that had been crushed, but they had not exploded. And they gave them to the crew, and the crew looked at the bullets and realized, they opened them up and realized they didn't have gunpowder in them. That's why they didn't explode, but they had a little message in there. They had little pieces of paper. And the paper said something like this, says, we are Polish prisoners of war, and the little things that we can do, instead of putting gunpowder into these when the German soldiers, guards weren't watching, we put these little pieces of paper in there before they wouldn't explode. Please tell our families that we are prisoners of war. Incredible. of the 5 bullets that went into the fuel cell, they were all duds. They were little pieces. They were ones that those Polish prisoners of war had hacked with paper instead of gunpowder, and it saved a crew. You never know. And the reason I'm telling you this little illustration, you never know that where little things that you can do and how these volunteers are doing different things here and the impact on these young lives, these young knights, the impact that it might have, not only for today or for the rest of their life, but also for eternity. So we're excited about what's going to take place here next week. I covet your prayers for all, and I'm so thankful for all that so many have done. On Sunday in all of our services, we're going to have a dedication service. And we're going to charge our congregations to armor up with truth. But one of the things we're going to say to them in our closing prayer, as I'm going to read it to you. Lord, thank you for these people you have called to your service. Give each leader a kind and compassionate heart for each child and youth. Fill their hearts with love. We thank you for what is a seemingly little thing that they're doing, but might have and will have a great impact. Help them to be a blessing to all who take part in our Knights of the North Castle Vacation Bible School. God bless you. Thank you for tuning in. I hope you have a great Thursday and a great weekend.